My name is Stacy Dunn, and I work for a local bank in the IT department. And although my position is not customer facing, I do have to function with a certain etiquette when it comes to the end users that we deal with. I am presenting this video to discuss intersectional business communication within advertising specifically. Did you know that the majority of your favorite companies and retailers have made public apologies for racism or sexism at some point in their lives? I cannot attribute my own personal experiences with racism since I'm a white person. I can definitely say that I have dealt with sexism within the workplace. Now, these things do occur pretty much everywhere. They arise often between personal conversation, within professional development, even in marketing or advertising, and virtually anywhere, as I said, the communication does exist. Anywhere communication exists an opportunity to mess up communication. What's important to remember is there are different types of communication. There's internal and then there's external. As we learned within the chapters, external deals with anything that is outside of the company. Internal is within, obviously. The thing is, even if you do have internal communications that aren't meant to go outside of your company, there's always a chance that they could. Anything that you say and do within a company is up to the scrutiny of pretty much everyone and everything. It can always leak out. So then, is it possible to generate a message that is all-inclusive and sensitive to the needs of others? Well, of course it is. In this segment, I'll be discussing how to avoid those communication errors, and in doing so, by broadening your understanding, you're broadening your market. That being said, harboring unprejudiced ideals is paramount whenever you're communicating with anyone, especially within a business. Earlier this semester, I wrote an excerpt covering my thoughts on a marketing snafu that H&M had recently been under fire for. The popular clothing company released an ad depicting a young black boy donning a sweatshirt with the phrase, "coolest monkey in the jungle." He stood beside a Caucasian boy with a similar style of clothing that read, "survival expert," as seen in this image. The pairing was abhorrent due to the racist undertones it reflected that coincide with non-white individuals. The term monkey is often a phrase that is used to degrade and dehumanize people of color. The slur refers to the racist belief that they are underdeveloped both mentally and biologically in comparison to white people. And of course, this is not true, but the conviction is held by a disgustingly substantial amount of people. H&M apologized profusely for the incident and quickly removed the ad to save themselves from further scrutiny, although the sweatshirt itself is still available for purchase on their website, Sans Model. When creating my presentation, I made a similar mistake. When I referred to the boy in the monkey sweater, I referred to him as an African American, although H&M is not American-based. This really proves that research is important, and having a foundation of understanding is very, very imperative when making any type of report or communication toward anyone. There is a difference between a stereotype and a prototype, and the most important thing is that a prototype can be changed, whereas a stereotype is generally harmful. The ability to cast a wider net is having the ability to understand more people and to offend less people with the message that you're trying to convey. When a person tells you that you hurt them, you don't get to decide that you didn't, as quoted by Louis C.K. Act gracefully and learn from your mistakes. Do better in the future and take the necessary steps to avoid them altogether. Don't miss your mark and always focus on how you can improve.